All right, hello, welcome to Brand Update 2. It's snowing outside, which is pretty cool. All right, since the last time I spoke with you on a nice long brand update, a lot of things have happened, a lot of cool stuff. Firstly, I ditched the handheld mic and went with this guy. But more importantly, since the last time we spoke, I finally have come up with the final shirt design, which I've been pursuing and developing. Off to a hot start. But I finally came up with the final shirt design, and over the past month since I uploaded that video, I've been in the process of developing that product. Now first, here's what it looks like. Very simple, very different from the sketch I showed you. And there's reasons for that, but it's a very simple looking shirt. Now there are a few reasons why I didn't pursue this shirt, which I showed you in the last brand update, and here's what the final version of that looks like. There are a few reasons, but the main one being that the cost to develop that specific product would have been very high. Either I would have had to create a custom pattern on a fabric, meaning I would have had to have all the black parts of the design woven into a fabric, meaning there would have to be a very high minimum quantity to do that. And I don't have the money to meet that high minimum quantity because it's ridiculously high. I don't even know an exact price. They just gave me an amount of yards I would have to do, and I was like, you think I can afford that? And the alternative way to make that shirt would be to make the shirt without the design first, and then have an artist hand paint the design on the shirt, which would essentially make the shirt a designer piece, which I don't want to make. I'm not trying to make it like a designer piece. I think the category I'm trying to hit, I believe, is contemporary. High quality modern clothing and accessories that are currently on trend, which are also accessible and attainable. Maybe not contemporary. Modern clothing and accessories that are currently on trend. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to, with Chadman in these pieces, I'm trying to make them like simple, timeless pieces, which is what this shirt is meant to be. And it still did get a little piece from that other shirt design. It got the guy and the girl on a date at the table. It's gonna be the tag in the back of the shirt. Anyway, what's been happening in trying to make that product come to life? Well, the first thing is sourcing fabric, which I have been doing a lot of. Just to give you guys a little glimpse, here's just a ton of fabrics swatches I ordered. I probably have maybe, 25 in front of me right now. Now, I've never sourced fabric before, so this is my first time doing it, and basically my plan was to kind of, run and gun, I guess. I just ordered a bunch of swatches in linen and silk that I thought might work, and then after I got a batch in, I kind of narrowed down what I liked and ordered more, and now we're here where I have a final kind of round of fabrics that I really like, and ultimately I found a fabric that I really like. It's this one right here. It's a beautiful piece of linen. Beautiful. Lovely. Now you might be wondering why it's frayed. It's because I tested it in the wash, and it's washable, which is another great thing. All around, I found the fabric I wanted to use. This was the one I wanted to make the sample with. Now everything was perfect about this fabric until I realized it wasn't reorderable, which essentially means the supplier that I found, whatever they had in stock, that was it. It wasn't going to be restocked, and it couldn't be restocked from the supplier even if I tried to make that happen. So they had like 72 yards of it left, and that was it. So I considered buying all of it up and just doing a very limited run of this shirt, but I thought about it for more than 5 minutes and was like, that's probably, let's hold off and find the fabric that I can consistently buy just in case it goes well and I need to restock a few times and then scale, whatever it may be. So ultimately, didn't go with this fabric. Now this fabric came from New York City, so I continued my research, looking into New York City about other fabric wholesale suppliers, and I wasn't really having a ton of luck, so I kind of expanded the research outward a little bit, and I found this really great company out of Seoul, South Korea. So currently I have a bunch of swatches selected out with them that I'm ready to order, and I think this fabric not being in stock and me being able to use it could be a good thing because this new supplier seems almost better. A, because they have a lot more options with a much higher inventory, it seems. So I don't really have a ton of concern about the stock not being there. And B, they have more fabric options in the vein of denim, corduroy, Sherpas, other fabrics that I will definitely be wanting to use in the future. And also it seems like their prices are, I'd say 10 to 30% less than the supplier I was looking at out of New York City. And that's including the extra shipping costs to get the fabric. I did some rough math and it seems slightly cheaper overall. which is good. That's a good thing. I don't know why I'm not just giving you, I don't know why people are like that. When you watch videos of people talking about their brands and they're like very like standoffish about who they use. I understand it for maybe some things, but like, I'll just tell you. So the one in New York City was Mood Fabrics I was sourcing from. I don't plan on not using them because they have a lot of great fabrics. And the one I'm using in Seoul is called Swatch On. And the few videos I've watched from people on them, I've heard really great things. So I'm excited to see the swatches when they come in. And also I did order a few cool fabrics like this one, but also look at this fabric. Look at that guy. Isn't that fun? I sound like a Midwestern mom. Isn't that fun? Isn't my live, laugh, love sign fun? But it's very cool. And I'm wondering if I could order just like a few individual fabrics to make the same shirt out of, just in a different fabric, and just kind of have for myself. And maybe make it into a product. Now, buttons for this shirt. I'm shooting for like a beige and brown tortoiseshell button for this shirt. I think it will contrast well with the fabric. And I found one. I did it. There it is. It pairs great with the fabric that I sourced, but the unfortunate thing is the same thing happened with this button that happened with the fabric. It wasn't reorderable, and they only had like a few hundred left in stock, so I wasn't able to use them for a production run, which led me to do the same thing of looking for another button supplier, and I found another button supplier called Buttonology. They are also based in the Garment District in New York City, and I called them like right before starting this. I don't know how long ago it was, right before recording this, and I had like a 15-minute call, and it went good. Sent them all the information of what they needed from me, and hopefully I'm on the right track there of getting a good button. So boom, that's where we are with the shirt. They're inching along. Like I said, this is my first time like sampling fabrics and buttons and whatever you have it for a product, and it was recommended to me by my manufacturer. Basically, she was like, if this is your first time sourcing, I recommend having someone help you, like paying someone to help you. And then she gave me one of their consultants, which the theory here, does she really recommend having someone help you? Or is she just trying to get her consultants somewhere because they're a little buddy-buddy going on there? She's probably just trying to be nice and help me out. Because it is very tough to find fabrics when you don't know what you're doing, which I don't. I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of in my groove right now, dude. I got this new fabric supplier, Swatch On, dude. And then I got this button company where they can even like make custom buttons if you want. So like, dude, I'm killing the sourcing game right now. It's just taking a little bit, you know? It's taken a little longer than I would have wanted. Anyway, so a few things have been happening with Orange and my embroidery machine as well on top of this. This has been my main focus with Chadman. So right now, the whole Orange store is 25% off. It's been 25% off since the start of the year, just because I want to get rid of the product that I have sitting back here. I think I mentioned this even in the last brand update. I'm trying to get rid of all that stuff I have just sitting back there. And it's like slowly trickling out, but obviously because I'm not like releasing and producing new products for that and continually marketing those designs back there, the sales have obviously slowed down quite a bit. Now, the reason why I bring that up is because for those of you who follow me on TikTok, you'll know that I started a custom embroidery company where basically I'm just doing embroidery for people in the local area, people who want to reach out online and get a custom piece made. Basically just like a local embroidery shop essentially is what it is, because with not really focusing on the Orange stuff at all, the cash flow coming into the company has slowed down. So I wanted to get that going to get some more cash influx. I'm using big words, man. Cash flow, cash influx. Dude, so much cash to deal with. So I'm trying to get like a few projects with that going, just to get some money in to kind of fund some of this stuff. Maybe have the budget to start developing another product before this one is released. Anyway, what's coming next for the brand? I got bullet points I'm reading off of. What's coming next? Hoping to finalize the fabric and buttons in the next week or two. That might be a bit optimistic of a timeline. Then get started the process of the sample being made. Yeah, I just want to get this shirt made as soon as possible. Basically, that's all that's on my mind with like new products. So that's what I'm focused on, dude. Yeah, and my plan for the release of this product is when I get the final sample made, I think I'm gonna release it as a pre-order with a very limited amount. Reason why is because currently where I sit, it's gonna be a stretch to do like the production run that I want to. of the shirt. So what it would help me with is if I do a very limited amount for the people that want to preset, want to buy it as a pre-order, maybe add a little extra something in there for the people who do order it as a pre-order. That would give me the money to not only do the production run, but also start the development of another product while that production run is happening, which would give me a jump of 4 to 6 weeks on another product for whenever I can get it released, which I think would be worth it. So that's what I'm thinking for that. And that's the brand update, dude. That's what's going on. Yes, so I didn't record a proper outro. So this is it. So like I said, that's basically what's going on with the brand. And currently being shipped to me right now, I have 2 samples of a product that I'll probably never release, and I'll probably make a video on it and you'll see why. I also have button samples coming to me and the swatch samples coming to me like I talked about. So I think I'll probably make a video when all that stuff comes in and I'll go over it all, which will be fun. So yeah, okay, goodbye.